set me on fire.
What's up guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm here at GWM Bloemfontein at their new premises and I'm going to try to test drive a few workhorse bakkies. But before I can actually buy these bakkies, I need financing and I obviously need to be approved for that financing. So this is what we are going to discuss today. Maybe you've been trying to buy a property or a car or whatever it might be, even if you just try to get a credit card and it seems like the lenders keep declining your credit. If this sounds like something that has been happening to you, stay tuned for some tips and tricks on how you can improve a bad credit score so that you can acquire financing. Okay, so I just got back from GWM and I test drove two bakkies. One was the Steed and the other one the P Series, and it was quite an enjoyable experience. So let's say for example I want to buy these bakkies, but suddenly I see that I can't get financing. So this is a problem that occurs quite a lot with South Africans, and the main reason is having bad credit. So today I'll be sharing a few tips on how to sort this out and what we can do to get a better credit score. So first things first, we need to review our credit report. So if this is your first time seeing my videos, I made a detailed video about how to boost your credit score, and you can check that out to get a bit more information. So first we need to do a credit check to see what is going on our report. This is where we can identify any errors on our credit report, or where we can see what it is that we need to focus on and what we need to sort out. Sometimes you can have bad credit and you won't be aware of it because you haven't reviewed your report. So when you have the report in front of you, make sure to check for any late payments, missed payments, or any defaults on your credit report. This will usually be highlighted on your credit report and it will be quite easy to spot. One of the errors that occurs often is when you made a payment on time but it is still reported as a late payment. Let's say for example you have a cell phone contract and you made the payment on time, but on your credit report it's reported as a late payment. This is one of the issues that can influence your credit score, and this will negatively affect your chances of securing good finance. If you paid it on time, the best way to get started is to get all of your statements and go through everything so that you can prove that the payment was made on time. A good rule of thumb is to make sure that you get a payment confirmation so that you have proof for situations like these. Another issue that can cause a bad credit score, and which is usually an error on the report, is when a late payment occurred more than 7 years ago. If a late payment is recorded correctly, it will stay on your credit report for 7 years. Let's say you missed a payment by 30 days, then 60 days, then 90 days. The original delinquency of 30 days is usually the one that starts the clock. So that will take 7 years from the original late payment before it is removed from your credit report. If you see a late payment that's older than 7 years, that's definitely an error and you need to sort that out. So whatever the issue might be, the next thing that we need to do is to dispute that specific error. If you find an incorrect reported late payment, missed payment, or a late payment that's older than 7 years, you can dispute that error with your credit bureau or the credit issuer. If you dispute that incorrect payment, your creditor usually has 30 days to investigate the situation and to determine whether they will remove it or it will stay on your credit report. From there, they will update the necessary information and share it with the credit bureau or the credit issuer so that it will be removed from your credit report. So the question is, what can we do if it's not a mistake and unfortunately you missed a payment or made a late payment or defaulted completely? This happens quite often, and in this tough economy, it's difficult to keep up with all the bills that we need to pay. You might have heard of people that claim that they can remove accurately reported late payments, but I urge you not to go for this option because it's probably a scam. The best thing to do is to make sure that you never miss a payment and try to automate your payments so that you don't have to worry about making specific EFTs and paying each and every creditor separately. An option that we do have that sometimes work depending on the credit issuer is to write a goodwill letter. And this is kind of like a last resort where you write a goodwill letter to your credit issuer explaining your personal situation and why you missed that payment. You might find that some credit issuer accepts these goodwill letters and they will remove that delinquency from your account and update the information with the credit bureau. The bottom line is to be aware of what's going on with your credit score. Do a credit report at least once a year so that you are aware of the issues that's going on your report. Try to explain your situation before the payment needs to be made so that they can be aware of a possible missed payment. Sometimes it's best to be honest with your creditors and explain your specific situation. If you see any errors or something that's reported incorrectly, make sure you dispute that error immediately and be sure to check up after you disputed that error. Thank you guys for watching. I hope this helped you in some way. If it did, subscribe to my channel, like this video so that YouTube can show this video to more people that's trying to improve their finances. With that said, I'll see you guys next time.